Okay, I hope so. Okay, so questions about number 1?
Miss Roberts.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you do number 2, can you go more in depth about how you got the range?
Yeah, of course. And number 2 will have a more interesting range too, so that'll help a little. So we'll go ahead and do number 2. So if you're doing number 2 with me, the vertex is at, and you all should be, is at 0, -2. Okay, and then we have a point over here at 1, 3, and then a point at -1, 3. So if you're trying to plot this on your own, plot those 3 points and just draw a little parabola between them. Okay, now for the domain for this, I want to crop out as far as I can to the left and the right, but there's kind of an issue here. Does anybody see it? Like if I crop as close as I can to the left and to the right, eventually, because this has an arrow and it extends to the left, my arrow is going to eventually hit my green card. Okay, so, and that's going to happen on the right hand side too. So a parabola extends all the way to the left and all the way to the right. So does anybody have any guesses about what our domain should be if it goes all the way to the left and all the way to the right?
Infinity?
Yeah, so we should, on the left-hand side, we're going to go to negative infinity. And on the right-hand side, we're going to go to positive infinity. And because we have infinities in both of these places, we have to use 2 round brackets. Okay, so there are no lines, no green lines that I can draw for the domain on this. Questions about that? Okay, so if that domain makes sense, now we're going to do our range. So with the range, I want to start with the lowest possible point. I don't see any place, there's no way that our function can get down here at all. The arrows don't swoop around and go down. They go straight up forever. So that means I can get really close to my function and stop right here, right before I get to it. So for my range, my lowest point should be at this vertex point, right here. Okay, so that's my lowest point. Now, can I stick a sticky note up here and anywhere without covering the function? Jukaya?
Wait, what'd you say?
So can my sticky note be anywhere up here and also not cover the function?
Yeah.
Where?
Anywhere.
So, okay, so if I have it right here, I've already, my arrow extends up and it would hit my red card right here.
Oh, no.
So there's nowhere I can put this because even if I try to go like all the way up here, my arrows can eventually hit it, right? So there's no upper bound. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can only have this lower bound. You're good, Jukaya. Thank you so much. Okay. So my lower bound for my range has to start at -2, but then it's going to go all the way to infinity. Okay, because those arrows up there never stop. Obviously, the infinity has the round bracket. We've covered that quite a bit now. But do we put a round or a square bracket with this -2?
Square.
You put a square.
Yeah, why?
It's a negative.
Yeah, very good. Well, not because it's a negative.
Because it stops right there?
Yeah, it stops right there. And it's actually on the function, right? Like 2 is part of the function. There's no gap. So it's included.
Mm-hmm.
This vertex point was included. And included means that we use the square brackets. Okay. So we use the square bracket right here. So questions on number 2 for this thing.
No.
All right. Anybody else? Okay, I think we have time for one more. So we'll go through number 3. Well, actually, do you guys think 3 or 4 looks more complicated? Which one do you want me to do?
4.
Okay, so I'll do 4 with you guys. 3, and then all the ones on the back are posted online. So you'll treat those like you do, practices that you do on your own. And you can check your work on the solutions posted. So for number 4, we're going to start with domain. So I want to go as far left as I can go without covering up the function. Obviously, the function's not right here, and these arrows are pointing this direction. So I am not going to cut it off if I go all the way to here. I'm going to put a green mark right here. Okay. Now, on the right-hand side, is there anywhere I can put this green card and not hit my function?
No.
No.
No, because these arrows are going to hit it, all right? No matter how far out I go, these arrows are going to hit it at some point. So this means my domain starts at this -2, and it's going to go all the way out to positive infinity because I'm moving to the right. We know infinity has the round bracket, and what should my -2 have with it? Oh, I think you were trying to say it and it cut you off. Can you try one more time?
The bracket.
Which one? Square or round?
Square.
Yeah, perfect. Why am I picking square?
Because it stops at -2.
Yeah, and it's included. So this is included right here on the graph. So we use the square bracket. Okay. Now we're going to go through our range. So we're starting at the lowest and going to the highest. Now, if I put my card down here, imagine that my card like extends all the way out to infinity. Notice that my function slowly goes down. Do you think it's going to eventually hit it if I keep going?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's nowhere I can go. There's nowhere I can put this card and not be hitting the function. Same thing up here. This is going to go slightly up as we go to infinity. So there's nowhere I can put this card and the function not hit the card. So this means that my range is going to start at -infinity because that's the lowest you can go, and go up positive infinity, which is the highest we can go. And then we always use round brackets with infinity. So what questions do you guys have on number 4? Okay, if there are no questions, you guys are free to go ahead and finish this up on your own and go to our classwork for today and our homework and finish everything up. If you have general questions for me, please feel free to stay on and ask me, but you guys are free to go. It is 11:16, so I kept you a minute over. I will see you guys on Thursday, and I hope you have a great day.